Hello friends, welcome back to the channel. In today's video I'm going to be doing another one of these sort of quick first impressions type things where I'm going to be talking about one of these palettes from the Bijoux Brilliance collection from McGrath. This one is, oh no, what is this one called? Starstruck Splendour. I already have a video talking about the other palette this size from this collection up on the channel. If you want to check that out, these are just like first impressions. The first one that I did, I had only played with that palette once. This one I actually got to play with twice. I did a look with this palette the other day when I did my ASMR video opening up those shirts from Hard Times Clothing. I was wearing this palette. I had this gorgeous shimmer all over my lid. Today I just have that one in my inner corner. I used the greens on my lid. I'll talk more about what I did in a second, but as you can see, I'm actually not wearing any other makeup today. This is something that I have not done in quite a while, at least on camera. I've done it a couple of times off, but I'm only wearing eyeshadow today and some mascara. I have, if you notice that my lips look a little glossy, it's actually not a gloss, it's actually a lip balm. So that's that. And yeah, no other products. I mean, I used an eye base to put the shadows on top of. So let's get into talking about this, and then after I talk about this, I want to just tell you about a couple of other things that in the last video that I did non-ASMR, I was talking about the products that I bought in the month of November. I actually forgot to mention two things, so I'll tell you about those now, and then I'll show you a couple of things that I got already in December. So if you're interested in that, stick around. But let's start with this bad boy here. So this is one of the, I guess they're considered megas. Maybe they're not. It doesn't say mega on it. It just says mothership without the vowels. So like, not like a actual mothership. I'm going like this because I have my actual motherships over here, but like these other palettes that she calls motherships. Obviously this one is much smaller than the one from last year, and this one only has 9 shadows in it, whereas the one last year had 18. Was it 18? I don't know. It doesn't say on here, and I don't feel like opening it up, but I think it was like 18 shades or something like that. But this one only has 9 eyeshadows, and then it also has, let me hold it like this, then it also has these 2 blushes. This one is an old one, or a pre-existing one that I actually already had, called Nymphette. I think I have it from the Bridgerton collection blush palette. And then this one here is new. It's called Coral Cosmos. I did wear it. It is gorgeous. I didn't wear it today, but if you look at the look that I did in the last video, the ASMR video, I did wear that, and it's very, very beautiful. I was really surprised, honestly, by how just natural and gorgeous it looked on the cheeks, because it looks so vibrant in the pan, but it was really, really beautiful. Let me just tell you what I did today. So I actually started with this shade here, this very cool toned shade. Dawn Divinity is what it's called. That one I took, you like really can't even see it anymore because the green kind of overtook it, but I put it on the inner part of my crease to like about halfway. I didn't go all the way into my inner corner, but just the inner part of my crease. And then on the outer part of the crease, which you can see, it kind of comes out a bit farther, I used this like red, this like neutral red shadow, which is very, very beautiful. It does come off very red and very pretty. That is Mythic Majesty, and that one is really, really beautiful. And then, keeping it simple, all over the outer part of the lid, I took this deeper green here. Very beautiful. And then on the inner part, I took the lighter kind of minty green, and it creates this beautiful gradient. Those shades are called Emerald Eclipse. That's the deeper one on the outer part. Really, really beautiful. And then the one on the inner part is called Celestial Celadon. I don't know what a Celadon is, but there's that. And then, like I said, also in the inner corner, wow, look at that. In the inner corner, I used Opalescent Moonstone, which was the shadow that I used all over my lid in the last video. This gorgeous shadow here, this is like the star of the show in this palette. It's so gorgeous. If you saw that look that I did last time, it really is so beautiful. Not to discredit this, because I think that this is also very beautiful. And, you know, if you don't like the fact that I'm not wearing base makeup, like, that's totally cool. But so we know that the shimmers are beautiful, right? I mean, it's like self-evident. I didn't play with the other two neutral shimmers, but I did swatch them this morning. They're really, really beautiful. This deep one here, really, really nice. It has this really nice shine to it. I wanted to swatch it in comparison to the one from the other palette this size from this collection, and it's I think it was cooler. Yeah, I think it was cooler toned and more shiny. So just thought I would say that. But the mattes, let's talk about the mattes. They're very pigmented. This shadow here I used last time through my crease, and I was really actually kind of surprised by how intense it was. I thought that it was going to be softer, and I thought that it was going to be, I don't know, just a little more like my skin tone, kind of like, I don't know, just that was how I thought it was going to go, that it was going to be a softer, less pigmented shadow, but it's actually very pigmented, and it went on really strong, kind of like right away. So, you know, that's great. That is not a bad thing. It just wasn't what I was expecting. It did blend out beautifully though. Like, the formula of the matte shadows in this palette, really, really good stuff. So I do think that this is beautiful. I do think that it is very high quality. I just don't know about the price point. Definitely get it on sale. Lately, Pat has been nonstop with the sales. Like, the Black Friday sale ended and they were immediately on to, what were they calling it? Slay the Season, I think was what they were calling it. I think as I'm filming this video, they're still doing that sale, and that is like 30% off of everything on the website. So I don't know. They're always putting things on sale. So there's that. But yeah, these are beautiful. And I definitely think that if you're into this, like, I honestly was definitely very into this when I saw this palette, you know, revealed. If you're into it, I would say get it. I really don't think that you'll regret it. I think that the quality is beautiful. I think that these shadows, they feel very luxurious. They're so shiny and so amazing. This is such an incredible shadow. It has like different shifts. It's like green, blue, pink. It has like a peachy, soft base. It's really, really gorgeous. These other shadows, I honestly, based on my experience with this so far, can't say anything bad about this one. So if you wanted my opinion on that, there it is. And if you didn't, I don't know, why did you click this video? Okay, let me now just quickly talk a little bit about things that I forgot to mention in the video when I was talking about things that I bought in November. The first time that I filmed that video, because I did film it twice, the first time I didn't forget these, and then the second time I did. But that's okay, because the first time I filmed it, I forgot to talk about those NYX liquid lipsticks. So just forgetting things no matter what. But I bought some stuff from ColourPop. I bought the Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer palette for my niece for her birthday, because I remembered that she had said that she liked it, you know, back kind of a little while after it had first come out. I think it was no longer available anymore when she had mentioned that to me. But when they brought it back, I was like, oh, maybe I should get that for her. And I I eventually decided that I was going to get it. So I don't have that because I gave it to her. But I also grabbed Rock On. This is a 9-pan palette. We all know how I love my ColourPop 9-pans. This one came out while I was on my little no-buy in the summer. It's beautiful. It's like a neutral red palette. It's so beautiful. I really wanted to get use out of this before the end of the autumn and everything, but things were so weird. I didn't end up actually playing with it. I will say, I guess I'm not going to grab it because I can't reach it, but I will say that this one seems maybe a little bit redundant in my collection now that I have the bronze palette as well. But I just knew that I wanted this one for a while. It came out, like I said, when I was having my eyeshadow palette no-buy, and it just stayed in the back of my mind ever since, so I decided I was going to get it. But I also grabbed this one by the Rosé. I was like, oh, well, if I'm playing with more neutrals and stuff and the pinky red neutrals, let me get this one, because this one I had seen in Ulta several times. It's so weird because literally every time I look at this thing, it's like it goes back and forth. It's like I'll look at it and I'll be like, oh no, that's boring. It's so boring. And then I'll decide that I'm not interested, and then I'll look at it again, see it in Ulta again, and be like, oh, you know what, it's actually really beautiful, maybe I should rethink that. And honestly, since I got it, I've been feeling the same way. When I first got it, I was like, oh, this is kind of silly, it kind of is redundant with the other palette that I literally just bought. It does have some redundancy. It's not exact, but there's some pretty similar shades, especially the shade here and the shade here. They're pretty close. I'm going to drop something. I can't hold them like that, but you know, those shades are pretty close. But I think overall this one has a little more pink, this one has a little more like kind of orange bronze. They're different enough. I'll use them. I think that, you know, I don't regret having this because it's just, I don't know, adorable, and it's a ColourPop 9-pan. I just love my 9-pans, especially my ColourPop 9-pans. And speaking of 9-pans, no, actually, we're not going to move on to that just yet. I want to tell you one other thing that I got from Sephora, but this was not in November. It was like the 1st of December. So right after they had their sale, they announced that they were doing the whole like Yay Gifting thing. With the code Yay Gifting, you can get 20% off no matter your level. I'm VIB, so not VIB, I'm Rouge, so in the VIB sale I do get 20% off, so there's that. But I had debated getting this palette for a while because I thought it was so gorgeous. And then I ended up deciding not to get it in the VIB sale because I was like, I'm not going to spend that money right now. It should still be around in the spring when they do their next sale. So I was like, okay, I'm not going to get it. And then I thought about it more, and I thought about it more, and I thought about it more, and I just didn't feel certain. It is a limited edition palette. I didn't feel certain that it would last until the spring sale. And I just didn't want to pass it up. So I got it. The Danessa Myricks Lightwork Volume 5. It's expensive. I did get it for 20% off, but that comes to $100 even. And, you know, it's here now, and the little placard came off in transit, I guess. I don't know. I saw when Teresa's dad got hers, she also had the plaque not attached. And I saw that and I was like, ooh, I hope that if I buy that palette, the plaque stays on, because this is an expensive palette. And now there's this big ugly space here with the glue. I could just hot glue it back on or something. I just don't own a hot glue gun. I don't know. I'll figure something out. But this is the palette, and it's absolutely stunning. This is it. It's so gorgeous. I cannot wait to play with it. And unlike the last one where the middle row was like weird funky shades that I really did not end up liking, this one is just multi-chrome and shifty shades. Like really gorgeous. I really, really like this thing. Super excited to play with it. Hopefully I will enjoy all of the formulas in here. I don't think that I will dislike any of them because they all seem like your basic, just super shifty shadows. Nothing funky going on. Let's talk though about some things that I literally just got today, the day that I'm filming this, Friday. I went to Marshall's with my husband and I was looking for things for other people, but I don't have a ton of self-control. So I ended up spotting a couple of things. So I ended up spotting this. This is the Nude Rich palette, another 9-pan from Huda that I have for a long time debated whether or not I wanted to get it. It's like a cool toned neutral red palette, or at least, you know, compared to Rock On. See, Rock On feels very warm, but this one, the Huda one, feels more kind of berry and purple. So these are the kind of like neutral reds that I really like to use and play with. There's like shifts to these. Wow, look at that. See, when you go like that, they look more warm, but then you tilt it back and you see the more kind of pinky purpley shift. I don't know. I wanted this for a while, debated getting it, maybe thought about getting it in sales and stuff, and I kept telling myself, no, I don't need it. And then it was discontinued and I couldn't find it on their site anymore. And I also couldn't find it on Sephora. So I was like, oh, that really sucks. I kind of wish that I had gotten that. And then I saw it at Marshall's and I said, you know what? I'm just going to get it. Do I need more of these things? No, I certainly do not. But I wanted it, so I got it on sale. And then there was also this one. This is the Wild Python. If I'm not mistaken, people seem to really like this one. I'm trying to show that it's like all shifty. This one is also discontinued, if I'm not mistaken. And this is the color story. It's just really beautiful, like these vibrant greens and then like the more neutral stuff. I just think this is really pretty. So I got it. Got those today at Marshall's. And then this is the last thing I'm going to show you, right? Yeah, this is the last thing I'm going to show you. But this last one is goofy, to say the least. So I saw these. These are the Revolution and the Lion King eyeshadow palettes. The little, again, 9 pans. And so this one is Nala. And I remember when these came out, I thought that the packaging was cute. I thought that the color stories were cute, but I was like, I'm not gonna be buying things from Makeup Revolution. This is literally the first time I've ever bought Makeup Revolution. Like, it's cute, right? But I mean, it's Makeup Revolution. I don't know. So I just kind of pointed them out to my husband. This is the Scar palette because my husband really likes The Lion King. That's like really the only Disney movie that he like grew up with. He doesn't really watch a lot of movies, or at least he didn't before he met me. This is what the inside looks like. So I showed him because I figured he would be interested, and he just got really excited about them. He really wanted me to get them. This is the Simba one. They're $5. They were $5 at Marshall's. So I said, you know what, buddy? For you, I'll get them. This one's gorgeous. This one's my favorite. I love these kinds of color stories. But yeah, so I said, for you, I'll get them. They're $5 each. And, you know, I will play with them. They are cute. They're nice to, like, have. I like the artwork. I don't know. If I don't end up loving them, maybe I'll pass them along. But, speaking of passing things along, I'm going to be doing a declutter the first declutter of my collection ever. I feel like I need it finally for the first time ever. I'm like looking at my collection and actually feeling like I can get rid of some things. So I'm going to be doing a full collection video, and I'm going to talk about things that I'm going to declutter when I do that. So I'm going to show you guys my entire eyeshadow palette collection, and I'm going to tell you what I am decluttering in the process. I'm not going to get rid of tons of things, but I am going to get rid of some things. So I guess that's it for this one. I hope that you enjoyed. I'm still sitting behind my couch. I hope that this lighting isn't too harsh. I hope I don't look like a goblin without face makeup. I just didn't want to do face makeup. I just wanted to play with the eyeshadows because I am really enjoying this palette so far. I want to get back into using the other one too. Let me just pull it out quick. This one, the more purpley one, I really want to do a look using the gold in the center of the palette because it's stunning. Look at that. That's like an orangey gold. Like, it's so nice. I really want to play with that. So I am doing my month of Pat McGrath, and the goal was to do, you know, fun creative looks using my Pat McGrath palettes. I just haven't been able to sit down and film these kinds of videos. Obviously I've been doing the ASMR videos. Those seem a little bit easier. I've just been a little more inspired to do those ones, and I've been having more fun doing them. But the actual makeup stuff, I don't know. It's not that I'm not into makeup right now. It's just that I think I just don't know what to talk about. So that's part of it. I no longer feel as uncomfortable doing this as I did for a while. I'm still going through some things. It's not like that's over and done with, but I'm feeling better about filming. So I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what comes next. Probably gonna do my next video is probably going to be with, I won't take it out actually. I'm probably going to use Sublime, right? Mothership 2 for the next video. And then beyond that, I'm going to have to come up with some fun concepts for videos. And then I'm going to have to come up with some fun looks. Plus I have to film the huge eyeshadow palette collection video. So anyway, I hope that you will tune in for more. I will be coming at you again very, very soon. And in the meantime, I hope that you have a great week. Peace.